Kenyatta be on an all-out mission to kill the oversight independence of Parliament? Well, this is the question dogging Kenyans and experts alike as the National Assembly completed reorganization of House committees, with the ruling Jubilee Party ceding some membership slots and leadership of some of the committees to legislators from the opposition. Tonight, our political affairs reporter Murimi Mwangi looks at Kenyatta's tough balance between picking new loyalists, appeasing newfound allies, and explains why his deputy's allies are angry with the president.
The dust still settling from President Uhuru Kenyatta's house cleaning exercise in Parliament that has swept off key allies of his deputy William Ruto from key parliamentary committees, replacing them with new loyalists, some from opposition legislators affiliated to the president's newfound allies. Kenyatta's allies adamantly unapologetic to the Ruto camp.
You cannot be elected on one party ticket, use the party manifesto, and when you go to the house, you project a different, or you promote a different. No, it doesn't happen anyway. It's not part of democracy.
But might the parliamentary changes, particularly Jubilee's decision to cede leadership of key committees to opposition members, herald the death of Parliament and mute the crucial oversight mandate of the legislature? While Kenyatta's camp maintains the changes were necessitated by need to align government agenda, key Ruto allies who had lately been Kenyatta's fiercest critics now claim the president by headhunting in opposition quarters might have set himself up for failure on his development agenda should his Building Bridges initiative with Odinga hit a brick wall.
Uhuru Kenyatta will live to regret, because when you are a Jubilee member, you can be impressed upon to toe the party line. But when you're an opposition member, you don't have to toe the party line. They don't have to toe the Jubilee. And remember, they are not even, ODM is not an affiliate party of Jubilee.
We have a team that believes in the president's vision, and I know with this within these 2 years, we are able to achieve what maybe we would not have achieved.
And I think it's the right thing to support the development agenda of this country.
Yet the Kenyatta-Odinga alliance has recently come under sharp criticism, as their allies previously bulldozed government agenda even on such recently controversial legislations as the fuel levy and a recent vote to push the cap on government's borrowing to 9 trillion shillings. Critics now warning of shrinking hope of both the National Assembly and the Senate, putting the Kenyatta administration in check. Among opposition beneficiaries of the Jubilee Purge is Homa Bay woman representative Gladys Wanga, who now chairs the powerful Finance Committee. Rarieda legislator Otiende Amolo, now vice chair of Justice and Legal Affairs. And Mavoko legislator Patrick Makau, who replaced Ruto man, Machakos Town Member of Parliament Victor Munyaka as Sports Committee chair. Munyaka following in the footsteps of Kikuyu legislator Kimani Ichung'wah, who was ejected from the powerful Budget Committee and replaced by Kieni legislator Kanini Kega as chair. But where do these changes and the presumed bad blood between Kenyatta's allies and the Ruto camp in Parliament leave the president's pressure to build a legacy under 2 years to his exit?
The committees are one of the backbones. They are the backbone of development. Legislation is weak. Implementation is weak, vetting is weak, budgeting is weak or imbalanced, then nothing can be achieved.
ODM has put their best soldiers in those committees. When you have people like Olago Oluoch, when you have Amolo Otiende, you have Peter Kaluma, those are lawyers par excellence. If you see the people that Jubilee has put, they haven't put their best foot soldiers forward. So they are going to live to regret.
The president had said party members, Jubilee members should stop campaigning. They should join him in his development agenda. And obviously, everybody knows where the word Tanga Tanga came from, and anybody who was in that team.
While a single day, they say, is a long time in politics, these changes certainly point to future realignments as the 2022 polls beckon. Murimi Mwangi, KTN News in Parliament.
Well, speaking of politics, we take a look at a sneak peek of your edition of the Saturday Standard tomorrow. What to expect? Jubilee Party owners say more lawmakers will be punished.
Indeed, now they will appear before a disciplinary committee for disrespecting the president and defying party position.
Well, for this and much more, make sure you grab your copy of the Saturday Standard tomorrow and be informed.
All right, just a reminder of our